21 News.
Is the specimen ready for cleaning?
Time to get the collector toys out and fix them up just like they fixed up Woody in Toy Story. Right now, a vintage toy buying event is going on in Cherry Creek. Some of the hottest items could go for over $10,000.
Wow. Well,
They've got the experts on hand, too.
yeah, they're here. Lucky for us. Joining us
Thanks.
this morning with a look at the top vintage toy trends is America's Toy Scout. What a cool title here. You are the newest pawn shop expert, too. Joel McGee, thanks for being here.
Thank you. And you know, I got the Toy Scout name here in Denver.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And you said, this works, I'm going to stick with it.
It did. You know what? They said you're America's Toy Scout, and I said, you know what? I think I am.
I think I like that. Well, in the show Pawn Stars, you guys know that cable show. It's one of those addicting shows. You sit there 3 hours later, you're still watching the marathon.
Yes.
How did you get involved with those guys?
You know, I met Rick last summer. We were actually filming for a potential show for me called The Toy Scout.
Yeah.
And he actually did a guest spot for me. And we got to talking, and he's like, he had no idea the knowledge that I had on Disney stuff and toys. And so one thing led to another, and there I was.
Well, talk about the method to your madness here. I know you brought in some of these vintage toys worth a lot of money.
A spread of
I
toys,
know.
if you will, right?
I know. I'm like afraid to
Don't
touch them. I know.
Don't touch
Oh, well, I'll tell you, here's your big guns right now. This is Marvel comic books, which you see the first Amazing Fantasy, which was the first appearance of Spider-Man. That's a $10,000 comic book.
Oh, my God.
And someone will actually pay that much.
Megan,
Yes,
get away
yes.
from the comic. We don't
And
trust you that close to the
especially-
comic book.
Especially because it's signed by Stan Lee, the creator of that
Okay.
comic book.
Oh,
wow.
Stan Lee is 95 years old, and he's still out there visiting the fans and signing comic books and stuff. And you know, as you can tell by all the Comic Cons and stuff, it's just huge now.
Which is awesome for you guys that collect this stuff. And I was saying earlier, I mean, it's like you never know what's going to be worth a lot and what's going to be worth basically as much as you paid for it 20 years ago.
Exactly.
You got folks wrestling through their attics right now trying to dig stuff up. Is it rarity, things that are hard to find? Is that what raises the price?
Well, it starts off by something that everybody knows. You know,
Right.
for example, if it was G.I. Joe's or
Star
Barbie
Wars.
or Star Wars, and they go up in value dramatically. But then within that mix, there's always a few items that were produced in very low numbers, and those really skyrocket.
Because nobody has it.
Right, exactly. They did little experiments, little tests, try to see if this figured do a little better, and they're like, oh no, I didn't do very well, so let's get rid of that one. And so once you collect everything, you look at the few things that really were made very few of, and those go up dramatically.
Very
and
cool.
You never know when it's going to happen. It could happen today. You know, everybody says, well, what about Harry Potter? Who knows? There could be one of those figures that 20 years from now, everybody figures out when they start coming out of the attics and closets that it could be worth a lot
Timing's
of money.
everything, too.
Yeah.
So this big buying event, real quick, we have to wrap. A lot of people probably at home want to dig through the garage, the attic,
Yes,
maybe
we love that.
storage.
It's a free event, too.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be at the Courtyard Marriott on Cherry Creek today through Saturday, so we're going to be here for 4 days. And basically, we tell people, don't clean it, don't worry about it,
Just bring it in.
dig it out of the attic and bring it in, and I'll take a look at it.
It's like Antiques Roadshow.
Yes.
I know.
For toys. I love it.
cool.
It's great to talk with you. It's fascinating. I love having you
Oh,
in.
thanks for having me very
Greg,
much.
Greg, what was your favorite toy as a kid that you remember?
I told you it was that G.I. Joe submarine, so I just looked it
That's
up,
right.
right?
Is it real?
The Barracuda submarine, $13.
No.
I got a
But there's
gem.
hope for the future.
Yeah, you never know. It could go up.
Who knows? Who knows? If only I probably didn't smash